I'm going to answer 10 questions for you guys today that I get quite a bit. I think these questions will help you in your decision as to whether or not Amazon Relay is a fit for you. Roll it. Hello, and welcome to Trucking Topics Today, where we provide information for your trucking journey. Hey, if this is our first time meeting, welcome. Please take a moment to support the channel by subscribing and tap that notification bell so that you can be reminded of future video drops. Now, on with today's video. Okay guys, let's go through these 10 questions. This has pretty much been for the past couple of weeks, so I would like to just go over them real quick. I know that not all of you see all of the comments in all of the videos that I post, so I pulled these questions posed to me either through email or on the comments section of the videos that have been asked like more than once. Okay, so here we go with question number 1. And that question is, am I limited to pulling relay loads in just my domicile? Now let me explain to you what a domicile is. Amazon will assign you a domicile or a building, a city that's closest to where you have registered your business. Now, you are not limited to pulling just from that particular domicile, because you could get a load out of Birmingham, Alabama, let's say, that takes you into Texas. What are you supposed to do? Deadhead back to Alabama? No, you will have access to all loads on the relay board. Doesn't matter what state you're in. I don't know why Amazon's done this. Assign a domicile kind of thing. It must be like an internal tracking or something. I don't know. But the bottom line is that even though they send you an email and says that, hey, you are approved for this domicile, you do have the ability to book any loads on the relay board. Okay? Now, question number 2. Do I need experience to drive for Amazon? Okay, here's where I think a little confusion comes in, okay? When you pull from the Amazon relay board, you are not a company driver, guys, okay? You are your own company. You have your own authority. You have your own insurance, whatever it takes to have your own authority. You have your own trucking company. Amazon doesn't care really about your drivers or your equipment. Okay, that's up to you and your company for you to be compliant on your end. All Amazon wants to know is, hey, do you have a DOT number, and is it active, and do you have the correct insurance to pull for Amazon? Because as you know, Amazon requires a little bit more, okay, in insurance. So, yes, you know, you can have no experience or you can have 30 years experience. It doesn't matter. Amazon doesn't know who's showing up at the gate, okay? I hope that makes sense. If not, comment below for me and let me know if that answered your question or if you need more expansion on that subject, okay? Question number 3. All right. What is a block? Whew. Okay. So Amazon has a block system, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what a block is directly from the mouth of Amazon, okay? Here's what they say. A block is very similar to a power-only round trip on the relay board. It represents a forecasted demand from Amazon, as Amazon has not yet planned for what loads will be executed within the block period. Blocks start and end in the same domicile, have a preset duration, and the load details becomes available 12 hours before the start of the block. Amazon plans work within the block to ensure all work can be completed within the block's duration. Now, that is Amazon's definition of what a block is. So basically what they're telling you is that they have decided that on a particular day, through a particular day, they're going to have a block of work available, but they don't know yet what the pickup and delivery times are as of the time that you are accepting the block. So when you accept a block, you are accepting the fact that your truck is not going to be available to anybody other than Amazon between this day and this day. Now, what happens in between those 2 days is undetermined at this point and does not become available to you until about 12 hours before the block starts. And you may say, well, it could be a 100-mile block or it might be a 700-mile block, but I can tell you that Amazon plans their blocks within FMCSA hours of service guidelines, and I have not heard of anybody losing any money on blocks. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of deadheading in blocks, okay? There's a lot of times where your legs are an empty trailer or a tractor move only, okay? So that may be the downside, that you don't know the exact schedule, but you do know that your truck is going to be used by Amazon from this date to this date, and you know exactly what you're going to be getting paid. Now, when you look at the rate on those short-term contracts, you guys, that does not include the accessorials, which means that at the very minimum, it does not include fuel surcharge, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, let's go on to question number 4. And that says, do I need to have non-owned trailer coverage if I just have box trucks? Now, this is a big yes, and it doesn't make sense, right? And I'm going to explain to you why Amazon requires you to have non-owned trailer coverage. It's because when they give you access, when Amazon authorizes you as a company to pull Amazon loads from the relay board, they're giving you complete access to the relay board. They don't know if you are a power-only company with a tractor. They don't know if you're a box truck company, okay? They don't know if you are a company that has a tractor with your own trailer. They're giving you access to the whole board. So for some reason, their technology isn't smart enough to know that all you want to do is pull box truck loads, okay? So the thing you can look at it is one way you can look at it is so you start out with a couple of box trucks, but you're looking at some of these power only loads and thinking, hey, I'm going to go out and get a tractor and pull some power only loads, right? Well, and then you're pulling their trailers, and then you're going to need coverage. So Amazon has just taken the step of saying, look, everybody who has access to the relay board has to have non-owned trailer coverage, just in case you guys ever pull it, okay? Because Amazon's not smart enough to know what kind of equipment you have, actually, okay? I hope that makes sense. If not, comment below, all right? And if you guys are getting any value from this Q&A, can you give me a thumbs up? It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it, okay? All right, let's go to question number 5. Is there an age restriction for my truck? So the short answer is no, there is not an age restriction for your truck. The only requirement is that it must pass a DOT inspection, okay? Now, with that said, I'm going to tell you, here in California, whew, I've seen some stuff out on the road, okay? Pulling these Amazon trailers, wondering, oh man, is that even going to make it the next 10 miles? All right. Look, as long as your equipment has a DOT inspection current, you can use that equipment. It doesn't matter what year it is. Okay. Question number 6. My authority is active, but Amazon says I am not compliant. Why? Okay, this just brings up, there's just too much here, okay? I offer you guys a free service to send me, once you're activated with your authority, to send me your DOT number via email, and you can send that to, there's 2 items I want you to send me, your DOT number and your COI. You guys know what a COI is? Certificate of Insurance, okay? Send me your DOT number and your certificate of insurance to Tony@truckingtopicstoday.com. Send me those items, and I will take the time free of charge to check out your authority and to check out your COI to make sure that you are compliant with Amazon before you apply. Okay, so there's many reasons, and a lot of the reasons that you might not be compliant is because the FMCSA only has you listed at $750,000 BIPD, which is the least amount of your general liability that you can have in order to have your authority activated. Amazon requires $1 million. Now, your insurance company may have supplied the FMCSA with a COI that says you do have $1 million in general liability, but the FMCSA didn't input it correctly. It happens all the time. That's the biggest reason. The other reason is you don't have the correct insurances. You don't have the $1 million. Maybe you've only got $750,000. You don't have non-owned trailer insurance. You don't have workman's comp if it is required in your state. Okay. By the way, with workman's comp, if it is not required in your state, Amazon knows that, and they will give you a waiver. For instance, they gave me a waiver because workman's comp, because I had an LLC, a single member LLC, workman's comp was not required for me in California or Utah. They gave me a waiver. It was easy, okay? So there's many reasons why you might not be compliant, but you guys need to use me, okay, and use me good, all right? It's free. I will check this out for you. It just takes me a few minutes, and then you'll be good to go, because you don't want to apply and get denied. But when you do get that denial, we'll talk in a minute about how to fix that, okay? All right. Question number 7. And as a matter of fact, you know what, before we move on from there, I have just found out that Amazon is telling you guys, the applicants, to come on board with them, that it takes up to 2 weeks now for them to see your DOT information after it is active. And it doesn't make any sense to me, because the minute your DOT is active, I can find out that it's active. The second, okay? For some reason, Amazon cannot. Anyway, I am now saying that I would like you guys to wait a minimum of 5 working days, Monday through Friday, holidays not included, 5 working days, once your authority is active, before you apply with Amazon, okay? And really, it should probably go to 10, but please do not submit anything before day 5 of your authority being active to Amazon, okay? That was a pro tip for you. You would be good to listen, all right? Okay, question number 7. I have a felony. Will Amazon accept me? And again, this goes back to, will Amazon accept me if I don't have enough experience? Amazon, you could be an axe murderer, okay? And Amazon doesn't know anything about you or your drivers, okay? Or the drivers that show up. All they know is you're XYZ Transport and you have insurance and you have authority. So you're not a company driver. So whatever your past is your past, and that past has to be dealt with the company that is employing you, and that's not Amazon. And that is, in most cases, right, on this channel, it is you. You're employing yourself. So really what it comes down to is your insurance company going to insure you. All right, that's what it comes down to. If you have insurance and you have authority, Amazon is going to let your truck through the gate. Okay, I hope that's clear. All right, let's go on to question number 8. How can I reapply after Amazon rejects me? All right, guys, you got to listen to me on this. This is why you need to use me for free. Okay, send me that COI, send me your DOT number, and just let me quickly check it out. It doesn't take a whole lot of my time. I'm happy to do it, because if you get rejected and it's something stupid that I could have told you about, here's the instruction you're going to get from me. When you call me and say, hey, Tony, what should I do? I'm going to tell you, you have to keep emailing Amazon. You have to keep emailing them 2 or 3 times a day for as long as it takes for them to respond. And they're going to keep responding to you with these decline, like, we've made our decision, or whatever they respond with, okay? And I'm going to just keep telling you that you have to absolutely keep emailing them at least twice a day, every day, until you get a resolution, okay? That's it. That's all. There's no phone number. There's no phone number to call them and say, hey, what do you guys, no. All right? Do you want to put yourself in that position, or do you want to use me? Well, I hope you use me. All right? Okay. Question number 9. How long does it take for Amazon to pay me? It's important, right? Back in the old days, I can't even imagine I'm saying old days, because that damn near puts me back at that point. It would take, 4, 6, 8 weeks to get paid? That's not the case these days. Amazon, Convoy, Uber Freight, all of them, JB Hunt. Look, they all have quick pay, all right? You can get paid quick. Amazon pays you every Friday. Every Friday you have a deposit in your bank account. Now, if you do blocks with Amazon, Amazon does say they pay the blocks. No, don't quote me on this. I believe it's either 24 or 48 hours. 48 hours at the most, but it might be 24. But basically, it's every Friday, okay? So you have that cash flow going, all right? So that makes it easier to get into the game with that money coming in and not having to float your business for up to 8 weeks or even 12 weeks, like it was back in the day. All right. This is the last question. And listen, please like and subscribe, you guys. I appreciate all of the love, so to speak, that I'm getting. You guys are getting a lot of value out of this. I do answer my emails. I'm very active in the comments. Just go ahead and use me. I don't know everything there is to know about trucking. I don't. Sorry, I just don't. But I will let you know when I don't know it. Okay? And I will give you the resources, if I know what the resources are, for you to find out. Okay? So just, hey, I'm enjoying the channel. I'm full-time in it. And let's just keep it strong, okay? Let's keep putting some good information out there. The comments that you guys leave on the videos is very helpful. So you guys go through those videos that are watching my videos. Go through the comments. Read those comments. You're going to learn a lot from those comments, okay? Question number 10. We're done. Can I use my Amazon Prime account to sign up with Relay? Here's the thing. Amazon has so many services. For instance, let me just tell you my services with Amazon. Okay, I have an Amazon Relay account. I have an Amazon seller account, okay, because I sell on Amazon, and I have my own Prime account. And Amazon has other services besides these. I don't want them all tied up into one email and getting jumbled up, okay? So I always say, look, use your company email address as your relay address. Don't mix it up with your Prime account. If you're a seller on Seller Central with Amazon, don't mix it up with that. Keep your emails separate. Keep your Amazon accounts separate. It's gonna save you a lot of headache, believe me. And that's it. That's 10 questions I have. I hope you got some value out of it. Thank you for joining me today on this video. I appreciate each and every one of you on the channel. Remember, please subscribe, like the video, and hit that notification bell so that you can be reminded of future video drops. Take a look at our Trucking Topics store that we have up for you for items that you may need. The link is below for you, as well as many other links. We also have a Discord, so go and check the Discord out. The link is in the comments below. Thanks again. Until the next time, be safe.